Kyle, here goes your tires, buddy.
Video, Kyle?
Brand new ones.
You could have at least put the front ones on the back.
Moving you right day and night.
And we're supposed to be powered by science.
That's very true.
We better be able to get two people on one train somehow.
Here it comes. Yep, that's it.
Because every time I'm in his office, he's sitting there and all of a sudden he just reaches like this and there's a piece of chicken in his hand.
I'm like, how much chicken is under your desk?
I overshot the R&D budget this week, so I'm going to need that $250.
Moving it right day and night.
We are live.
We are live here on Hot Shot Secret, live on Thursday, episode number 80. Welcome, everybody. I am Big Country with, of course, everybody knows
Little City.
The Low City. We will call Aaron AD. We'll call him that. AD? ADD? ADD. Okay, we'll call you ADD. So, guys, today on this episode, like I said, episode number 80, we're going to talk about Diesel Extreme Spring Clean Out coming up. I don't know where you guys are, but it's 60 degrees here today. I was pretty excited. Hey, they got the big old bay doors open for all the different trucks coming in and everything, so now it's allergy season.
Yay.
Yeah. Yay, that's the big thing.
We need Allergy Extreme. Maybe I'll work on that next.
Okay, you work on Allergy Extreme, and
Yeah.
we'll see how many people would actually use that. Be like a nasal spray.
I guess.
Okay, so as always, we're dual streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube. Be sure to like and share the video, and also follow us on Instagram and YouTube as well. This week we will be giving away some more Matt's tickets. Just so you guys know, Matt's is still going on. They're not falling for the thing, so yeah. Anyways, let's not talk about that. So anyways, what's going on in today's video?
We're supposed to recap what's going on here at Hot Shot Secret.
We are supposed to recap that.
We're supposed to answer questions.
We are supposed to answer questions.
We're supposed to learn about Diesel Extreme. And we will definitely give away some Diesel Extreme and Matt's tickets.
Absolutely.
So we might veer off course today just for fun.
We may have to veer off course a little bit. I don't know if anybody else is excited, but if you haven't seen our Instagram or our Facebook post the past yesterday,
Don't give it away.
I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to tell anybody.
I don't even know what it is, but
Well, I'm just saying, there's a post where there's a picture and it says 3/12/2020.
that's today.
That's today.
Right.
That
And I still don't know what's going on.
something is going to be unveiled. I'll show you later. Wink, wink. So, as Levi's pulled it up for you, you guys can look at it. Been seeing it. A lot of people are sharing it. There's some big things going on. Some people have tried to guess, and some people are way off. Some people are pretty close. So, we shall see. Anyways, weekly tech tip. Diesel Extreme. When should I use it? Every 6 months?
After you brush your teeth.
After you brush your teeth.
No, I got that analogy all wrong, didn't I? Every 6,000 miles.
Every 6,000 miles.
It's similar to going to the dentist once a year. One big clean out and then brush your teeth until you go to the dentist the next time. So, since it's spring, it's a perfect time to do it.
Perfect time. Especially after all the nasty fuel you probably got over the winter.
Yeah, definitely.
Announcements web. As always, subscribe to our email newsletter to stay up to date on news, exclusive deals at hotshotsecret.com/email.
There are some very good deals.
Yeah, there is very good deals. As you are well known, also, we're still in a surplus of the EDT old formula without LX4 in it.
Old bottles, too.
So there's 16-ounce round and 32-ounce bottles without LX4 in them that are pretty heavily discounted right now. For anybody who needs some EDT, still has lubricity in it, just doesn't have the LX4 added in like the new bottles do. So, dealer shout-outs. You wanna do some?
I don't, because I believe these were done previously.
They were done
about 4 episodes ago.
They probably were, but we want to.
I just think Lethal Injection is a really cool name for a diesel shop.
Yeah, absolutely. Lethal Injection out of Kearney, Nebraska. Jewar Towing out of Soldotna, Alaska. Supreme Diesel out of Sexsmith, Alberta, Canada. Also, we want to give a huge shout out to Pierce Performance. They just signed up this week. They're out of Washington, Utah. They just joined in, so they're excited to carry all the products and share with people more about our products. So dealers, we didn't have any dealers send in any decals
not
for
more.
this week. Guys, if you're dealers and you got decals, send them in to us. 3975 Marl Meadows Drive, Mount Gilead, Ohio, 433338.
You added an extra 3 in there.
Yeah, there's an extra 3, but anyway, send them in to us so we can put them up on our dealer wall.
I know, it's
We
getting-
like to be able to kind of flash off you guys when we're doing our videos for Fuel Your Mind and things like that. So get those into us. So what's going on in Hot Shot Secret TV this week?
Saturday at 1 o'clock on Truck U, we have a fantastic program featuring FR3.
FR3.
And Sunday at 10:30, if you wake up that early, we have EDT on Truck U as well. It's the weekend.
I would hope some people wake up before 10:30
Yeah.
a.m.
That's about when I go to bed.
What about, so everybody knows right now Kyle is gone, Aaron is gone, not this Aaron, but
E-Ren.
Erin. They are gone right now. They are in Florida at the ODSS, Suncoast Spring Shakedown. They will be there all weekend with Firepunk and anybody else who is out there. They will definitely be around videoing, hanging out, talking, trying to figure out any more problems there might be that we can solve for people. They will be out there. What else is going on? I know you want this one.
Right, but we're going to back this up one little bit.
Okay.
After this live video, purportedly Kyle is going to go live again from Florida. So you might want to not go too far from your phone and check it out.
Yeah, absolutely,
Because
guys.
I bet it's going to be, maybe it's going to be pretty neat.
Might be pretty neat. Wink, wink. So, I'll let you go ahead with the next thing that's going on.
St. Patrick, the Hot Shot Secret St. Patrick's Lease Rocker big money bracket race at Virginia Motorsports Park.
And just so you guys know, we had Michael Beard on last week who talked a little bit more about this and how that you're pretty much, if you make it into the second or third round, you're pretty much getting back the money that you've already spent on getting into the event. This is a huge event, probably one of the biggest ones for Virginia Motorsports Park. So,
and you can watch it live on Motor Mania.
absolutely. So if you can't make it there, or if you're at ODSS and you still want to keep up with Hot Shot Secret,
Between rounds.
yeah, in between rounds, or if somebody oils down the track, or
they're not gonna
or
do that.
something,
No.
which we hope that doesn't happen. But if something like that happens, where it's may even be too hot to run on the track, been there whenever it was like that. But that was in the fall, not in the spring. But you can actually watch it on Motor Mania TV on YouTube. Also, March 20th through the 21st, the NTPA Spring Nationals at it's Michigan Event Center in Shipshewana, Indiana. Right, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is Shoshana, however you want to say it. I think it's Michigan, but whatever. I'm wrong. I don't know. Also, March 26th through 28th is the Mid-America Truck Show, and we do have tickets.
There's some right there.
Yep, we got tickets right here. Tickets.
Free tickets.
Free tickets, yeah. You don't have to pay for them at all.
No, just message Levi.
Yeah, message Levi and let him know. Hey, I want to go to Matt's. What do you got for me? We'll hook you up there. So, as we said before, sales. I'll let Aaron go ahead and.
Oh no, you already blew it out of the water.
Oh yeah. So sales original EDT formula in 16-ounce round and 32-ounce while supplies last. No LX4. Check website for details. Subscribe to the email to get first access to sales information. Also, Love's Truck Stop has a My Love Rewards bonus on a purchase of 2 bottles of Diesel Extreme through April 28th. Perfect for us talking about Diesel Extreme today.
How about that?
I guess we were supposed to do a get to know you segment with Mr. Don Pollock, and he's not here.
Did he know?
I don't know if he knew. So, Mary Pollock or Don Pollock, whoever is using the account today, if you hear this, please come over and we'll do that segment in between.
We're gonna get Mary on the show?
No, well, so there's a funny joke run where Mary Pollock will be watching, but it's really Don watching.
On her account.
Yeah, or he'll go, yeah. So
Gotcha.
we just hound Don all the time that he's the one that's on there and it's not really his wife. So But yeah. So anyways, well, let's go into talking about, well, let's actually do some questions, okay?
Let's do that.
Let's do that first. Nick says, what's up, guys? What's up, Nick? Rawlings Barnes is watching. Rawlings, he should be actually down at ODSS. Eric Trimble is watching. Dan Zelton is watching. James Bruce, a.k.a. Cowboy Thor, is watching.
Oh, he has a new nickname.
Justin Ziegler is watching. Justin.
Does he have a top badge?
No, he does not.
Huh.
Terry Howard said, happy Hot Shots Day, y'all. Chris Gabrelchek, the man, the myth, the legend, is watching. Better be on your best behavior.
I'm on my best behavior. I even dress up like him now.
Evan Tracy says, will Diesel Extreme keep coronavirus out of my truck? Oh, man, I didn't want to talk about this today. Okay. Let's just say this.
It will keep it out of the fuel system.
It will keep it out of the fuel system because
Right.
it can't touch it. James Bruce says, I'm excited. Keith Mensing said, in the 60s and sunny, time to roll out all the cool classic cars. I agree with you. I want to see all the classic cars out, and there is no car shows going on around us right now, which would be amazing. But it's not happening. Frank Ott Jr. says, what's up, guys? Frank, thank you. Me and Kyle talked to him last week after the show. He had called in and was talking to him, thanked him a little bit about being a Hot Shot Secret driver. So, nice. Christian Bates is watching. Hey, Christian. Keith Mensing, Rudolph Bros and Company is following you live. Well, thank you very much, Rudolph Brothers. We work very closely with them. Don is just ecstatic about working with them all the time, as well as all of us here at Hot Shot Secret. So thank you for constantly not only watching us live, but learning more about the products and kind of helping out. Christian Bates said, I might get to stop in and visit you guys in October, going up to Ohio for a wedding then. Stop on in. Christian, we will give you a full tour of the building, show you where everything's made and mixed and all the craziness that goes on around here some days. So, yeah, definitely stop in.
There's no craziness.
Chad Meyer says, hey, guys, Chad, it's good to see you.
When is there craziness around here? This is the most mellow, laid-back place in the entire existence of the earth.
I mean, I would say it is
This
pretty
is like
mellow
a day
around
spa.
here. Day spa. Well, I don't know if I go that far.
Get your
saying
manicure,
days.
your pedi?
Yeah,
Oh,
we don't get
God.
manis and pedis here. Chris Gabrelchek says, I've got my eyes on you guys. Great. You said you're wearing what he wears, and now he's watching us like hawks, waiting for his door to fly open and yell at us. Jacob Kennedy says, hey, James Bruce says, Aaron is trying out the beard looking good and it's always been Cowboy Thor. Oh, he spelled your name wrong. He put Aaron when it's Aaron. But he likes your beard, just so you know. So, no, guys, if you have any questions,
It's the
post them below.
Magic beard oil.
The Unicorn Magic Beard.
Right.
Just so you
With
guys.
FR3.
April 1st is coming, so I'm sure that's going to be somewhere soon. So,
What if I have a real beard oil formulated?
if you have a real beard oil formulated and I haven't tried it, we have an issue. Because I have tried every beard oil, I think, out on the market. And I don't know, if I could get it to smell kind of like FR3, I kind of like the smell of FR3.
Dude, I smell like FR3 now. If you
I
didn't
know, you
notice.
do smell good, though.
My eyes have been burning all morning.
It's not bad.
Huh. Well,
It's not bad. Don't lie. It doesn't stink that bad. So, Diesel Extreme, you are the R&D man today. 6-in-1 diesel additive.
7-in-1. It kills coronavirus.
Kills coronavirus. 7-in-1.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Inject.
Who started that again?
Oh my goodness. Let's see here. It was Evan Tracy.
Yeah.
Evan Tracy, of course.
Jeez.
So, injector cleaner. See, somebody put that. Look at this. It's a cetane booster,
Right.
lubricity agent, water dispersant, rust and corrosion inhibitor, and fuel stabilizer.
Fuel stabilizer.
Right, absolutely. So we talked a little bit already about every 6,000 miles and why Diesel Extreme is the ultimate clean out product. Why would you say that?
because it's got the Babe Ruth style injection cleaner. Not only does it the original carbon coating deposits that are known from way back when, this also has a fantastic secret, hotshot secret ingredient that takes care of the IDIDs, the internal deposits.
Yep.
So a lot, even on the high, quote unquote, high powered injector cleaners, they don't have formulas with an IDID cleaner in it.
Yeah, and I think we have a comparison sheet somewhere around here where it actually does show that most of the top cleaners that are out there, yeah, they don't have IDID cleaners. The Diesel Extreme actually helps with asphaltenes as well. If you do start having issues with asphaltenes or that could possibly mess up your injector tips, the Diesel Extreme actually will break them down and
clog
get them out.
filters and
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
else.
So a serious thing. So the injector cleaner's heavy in that. How big is the cetane improver in it?
It's about like that.
They can't even see your hands. He's like, yeah, it's about that big.
It's about that big.
So the cetane improver, better fuel burn for fuel efficiency.
Absolutely.
The lubricity agent, there's no LX4 in this, right?
There is not.
Okay, but there is lubricity in it.
There is lubricity.
Okay, so anybody out there that's wondering, should I mix LX4 with Diesel Extreme? Are they allowed to?
Allowed, yes, but I'd prefer to clean it first. There's enough lubricity in here. It's not. You're good. You don't need the extra. We want to clean before we lubricate.
Right.
For sure.
The water dispersants, I know a lot of people have been asking about water in their fuel right now. Some are even bringing their diesels out of storage, and they're worried about water being, or moisture being in the fuel. The Diesel Extreme actually will clean all that out for you guys. So that way, well, let's talk
Is
a
it
little
an emulsifier or demulsifier?
It's a demulsifier, and we get this question a lot.
I like this.
Even whenever we've told people, they'll actually ask every year sometimes, is it a demulsifier, emulsifier? There has been some people out there that have said, well, we've heard it was an emulsifier. We are a demulsifier.
Correct. Where some of this confusion might have started, our old EDT formula had an emulsifier in it, and then the reformulation, we added the demulsifier. So at one time in the past, there was an emulsifier in the EDT. That's been a while.
No, just so more people can understand, the emulsifier is actually encapsulating
Correct.
all the water. So it's still getting pushed through to all the injectors and everything, correct?
Correct.
So at that point, you still could have a possible issue where water could get into the injector tips and possibly blow off an injector tip.
Yeah. Steam.
What does the demulsifier do then?
It separates the water, so it's pulled out by your water separator.
Okay. Just so you guys know, your water separator, you should actually dump that out with maintenance.
That's 2 tech tips in one episode.
Well, I think sometimes whenever customers call in and they're like, hey, does this go into my water separator? And then we tell them yes, they think that it's just going to fill up right away, and it doesn't. A lot of times there's not a whole lot of water that's actually in the fuel, but there's just enough. I mean, I would almost dump out the water separator about every time you do a fuel filter change or something, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, so we do not push any water through into the injector tips that could possibly blow an injector tip off. The rust and corrosion inhibitor, once again, moisture gets built up inside of the tank.
Got it.
It will begin to cause rust, and then it will become corrosion. And I doubt you want to, or into the lines even. A lot of rust and corrosion can happen in the lines. You don't want to have to replace them. That actually will help with the rust and corrosion already. So what about the fuel stabilizer? Why do I need a fuel stabilizer?
Just in case.
Just in case what?
There's a lot of reasons. Actually, it's not just because you let your vehicle run. When it is running, the common rail systems produce a lot of pressure, a lot of heat, and that leads to oxidation, and the fuel stabilizer keeps that oxidation at a reasonable level, or virtually zero. So it is very, very helpful.
How long
And
does
it's like it's almost silly to call it a fuel stabilizer because everybody thinks that storage,
Right.
but
yeah.
it for sure is really useful as far as normal operating
Yeah.
conditions.
Well, how long does the Diesel Extreme actually stabilize fuel?
We don't have an answer. Is
Don't
that
have-
the answer?
Well, I mean, I know we
The-
kind of have a
We have
ballpark.
kind of a ballpark. I've heard different. We'll say 1 year.
1 year. Okay, makes
The
sense.
the ASTM method, the test they use for oxidation and stability, it's a short-term test because no one's going to sit around with a bottle of diesel fuel on their shelf for 2, 3, 5 years. So they just simulate it
So, what's the shelf life of the Diesel Extreme?
as long as you want, as long as it's closed.
Yeah, I normally tell people about 5 years.
Yeah,
It's
that's
pretty good. Okay, so we actually already talked about this. Addresses both common and uncommon problems with diesel fuel.
Oh, I didn't even
It
see that.
will reduce your regens.
What component?
Well, that would help with cetane.
Correct.
Making sure that it burns everything off so it's
Right.
not building
It's a
soot
cl-
up to
yeah,
go
the
into the
cleaner burn, less
DPF.
less
And
DPF regen.
we actually had a customer call in last week that he said that his DPF system had been reading that he thought it was clogged. And he had poured in Diesel Extreme and it actually regened. He said like 3 times in 1 week with the Diesel Extreme. Well, then he did another dose and then he said it went down to 2. And then he said the following week it didn't regen at all. And now he's back to it regens maybe once a week or twice a week. So that's pretty good. I mean,
Yeah,
if you can
I think
take
we've got like a 87% reduction in DPF. Nice. Try to say DPF and regen all at the same time.
Yeah.
Degen, that's me.
degen.
Regen, there we go.
So we talked about cleans IDs, improves cold starts, which we're almost out of that cold starting point.
Well,
Well, we are. Just it's spring and summer's just around the corner. Please, just let me keep that. Okay,
and
it's
a
nice.
fast corner straight into fall.
Yeah.
Thanks for ruining it for
Oh
us.
man, come on now. It eliminates excessive black smoke. A lot of people think black smoke equals unburnt fuel, which is correct. Sometimes some people
But
like
all-
black
but all the
smoke.
tractor pullers have black smoke.
Yeah, they're actually fueling the tractors quite heavily. So so yeah, the Diesel Extreme actually will cure that if you are having a lot of black smoke as well. And as we've already said, helps with with regens. with regens. So of course it's safe for the actual emission systems that are on the trucks. There's no
Right.
problem at all running the Diesel Extreme in there whenever that happens. So what's the treatment ratio on the Diesel Extreme? Since it's so potent, am I going to pour 16 ounces into my Kubota diesel tractor?
Okay. Just so you know, I'm in the sciencey section. So for me, treat rate is 1 gallon to 320 gallons. It's a 1 to 320 ratio. But I think a 16-ounce bottle does 40 gallons.
Correct. Yeah. Well, what happens if I put 16 ounces into 26 gallons of fuel?
Well,
Am I overusing
you have diesel extreme
Diesel Extreme
squared.
Extreme squared? Yeah. So
Nothing bad will happen. It's just a waste of money.
just like if somebody
Like-
was to constantly use it over and over again instead of
Same.
using it once every 6,000 miles.
Right.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of no harm testing with it, so there's absolutely no issue by a little bit of overdose.
Yeah, a little bit of overdose is not going to hurt anything. Using it repetitively is not going to hurt anything. The main thing is that I always say, why clean something that's already clean? So doing it over and over again, back to back to back to back to back, you're kind of just constantly cleaning something that's already been cleaned. When the EDT actually is keeping it clean and keeping it lubricated and everything. So 2 quarts treats 160 gallons of fuel, 1 quart treats 80 gallons of fuel, and the 16-ounce treats 40 gallons of fuel. Man, you can't tell
Done
me.
already.
No, we're not done already. We have
Are
more
we gonna?
people here.
All right. Let's.
So Kyle is watching. Kyle
Oh,
Fisher.
I remember Kyle.
I hope you are having fun down in Florida right now.
So okay, I'll just.
Nope.
We
Go
might-
ahead.
We might have a secret Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
there might be something secret coming out tomorrow also.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
Okay.
But since Kyle's not here to
Jacob.
unmystery the mystery box, well then we'll
We'll wait.
just keep it under wraps.
Jacob Kennedy says beard oil going to be Hot Shot secret next product? Question mark.
You never know with us.
You never do know. Well,
Every day's April Fool's for me.
yeah, every day
just
is
so everybody's
April
aware.
Yeah, well, if you see a bottle of unicorn oil with FR3 in it and you put it on your face, yeah, you probably got duped.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Brent Hillier says, still good practice to use a dose of DE before changing from DWAG to EDT. Absolutely. Like we talked about before, anything that possibly could have gotten your fuel, which the DWAG pretty much kept it all cleaned out of there. But if there's anything from the fuel that you were getting to the fuel that you're going to start getting, since they do have the winter blend and the summer blend, and they should actually be switching that over right now, and it very well.
It depends.
Yeah.
A lot of folks. I know one of our customers that uses one of our DWAG products is treating until April 15th. So he's still going to be using the winter formula.
That makes sense. No, that makes sense. No, well, normally we
Especially
tell.
around here because
Yeah, we don't.
our June snowfalls.
Right. Well, and as much as I love the 60-degree weather, it's supposed to like snow next week or something.
Yeah.
Don was telling me about it, and I was like, Don, please don't. I mean,
Don't ruin it.
I don't want that to happen. Brent says, drain my separator monthly. Good. That's exactly what people should be doing. Thank you, Brent. Buddy Sandoval is watching. Hey, buddy, out there at Heavy Hitters in New Mexico.
Is that a 505 area code?
That is 505 area code. They actually have a truck fest that's
That
coming.
could be a
well,
segment next time. Name an area code.
name an area code and see if you can guess it. 307, Nebraska. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Okay. Skylar and April Brown, replying to Brent, said, if I remember right, that is correct. Use a dose of Diesel Extreme between switching between anti-gel to EDT and then do every 6,000 miles. Mary Pollock is watching. Or is it Don? If it is, Don, get over here. We need to do get to know you segment with you. Or Mary might even actually be able to call Don and say, get your hand in over to Facebook Live. Jerry Adkins is watching. Hey, Jerry. Levi. Hey, Levi.
Levi's watching?
Levi's watching. Troy Michael says, hi, guys. Love the product. Can I use friction reducer in my AMSOIL? Absolutely. There's no problem with using any kind of oil that you use currently. You can use the FR3 in. I mean, a lot of times that's what I know. Kyle made a statement last week about this, where people will use their oil with our FR3, see the gain from it, and then they'll actually switch over to our oil because they see a benefit of using it. So, absolutely, you can. What, man? You can't tell us what's going on down south, can you?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're not allowed
Like
to say.
Kyle says, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this.
Yeah, well, what's all new in R&D happening this week?
We've got sweet new cubicles.
You do?
Yes. We got new desks, so everything in R&D got thrown out all over the hallways, the conference room, and we pseudo-organized and put back. Still in process.
There you go.
But yeah, we're doing a lot of random testing.
Yeah.
A lot of lubricity testing.
So, I'll ask this question. I
Okay.
just thought of it.
That's a little bit too much.
Can well, I'm trying to make sure we get all this taken care of, because all of the customers that we'll be having call in for the Diesel Extreme will ask, can you mix Diesel Extreme in with your Diesel Winter Anti-Gel or the EDT, because they'll be at half a tank, going to fill up, and they want to know if it's safe. Is it safe?
It is safe. Just don't get ridiculous with it, as always.
Okay. So just so you know, if you do have EDT or Diesel Winter
I
Anti-Gel,
would pull the dosage back a touch.
just don't do a full
Right.
dose of the product if you need to. Okay. No,
But-
that makes sense.
Or do the full dose if you want. It's fine. I'm just trying to save money.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the Diesel Extreme, you do not need to mix it with any other products on the market. There's everything you need inside of Diesel Extreme. We do not make you buy 5 different bottles for 5 different things. It is 100% active ingredients, and it is like, we had somebody say it's cocaine for diesels. We've actually had
Wow.
people say that. Yeah, they'll say that it's like crack for diesels. So, hey, you know what? If your diesel's lacking some power, Diesel Extreme.
You get a lot of cleaning done then, I guess.
Brent Hilliard said D-Wag shelf life is in case. I go ahead and switch over to EDT. D-Wag actually is the same, 5 years, ain't it? You
I
don't.
believe so.
5 years. Almost
Yeah.
all of our products about 5 years of shelf life, and you're good. Troy Michael said, "Cool, thanks guys. I'm planning on putting it in everything." Hey, put it in everything. Tim Block, you need to get it in the stores in Eastern Iowa. Tim, where you at? Because we actually are in the O'Reilly's, AutoZones. If you go to our where to buy on our website and actually click in your zip code, it should actually bring up everybody that carries it. I mean, O'Reilly's.
Can you hear this writing?
I don't know.
Can you pick it up on the mic? I just wondered.
But if you're in Eastern Iowa, there should be quite a few actual places that carry our product. Track Supplies, Royal Kings, and stuff like that also carry the product. If I'm not mistaken, AutoZone just picked up EDT and FR3, if I'm not mistaken. So they're bringing on 4 products instead of just the 2 they were using. And then we do have smaller dealers who carry
Yeah,
like our
smaller dealers.
whole line of products.
Definitely the way to go.
And I know that there's a couple guys in Iowa that they carry everything. And when we come out with new things, they carry that as well.
And there's a lot of dealer-only items that you won't find on the retail shelves.
Right. I know like this, we were
Like-
talking about the oils, spray lubes, stuff like that. A lot of retailers won't pick those up, but the smaller dealers, they pick them
Gasoline
up and they
Extreme.
gasoline
Okay,
Extreme.
this is a diesel show.
This-
What am I doing?
The smaller guys will pick it
Uh-oh.
up and they will carry it, so that way they have
Yeah, looks like we've got a special
it. We
guest. Or
got a special
I'm
guest
starting to
here.
notice a small trend here. Every time I'm on this show, I get kicked off for some reason.
No, you're not kicked off. You're just slightly delayed. Just stay there for a second. I just want to address, we're getting questions about the coronavirus and whether or not that's going to disrupt any shipping, supplies, shutdowns. So the answer to the question is no. We're prepared. We're not aware of any shipping delays. There's plenty of inventory in stock. We don't foresee any materials that we're bringing in that would be delayed. There's nothing coming from China. There's nothing coming from India. So everything should be good. We're not planning on modifying any staff. We're not planning on shutting down. So to answer anybody's question, just in case it was coming up,
Right.
don't worry. We've got this under control. Everything goes out of here usually within 1 day, sometimes 2. So we keep a good inventory and we try to keep as much customer satisfaction as possible. So be at ease. We're in control. We got everything covered.
Thank you.
Just
I
because we've
want-
got diesel extreme.
We got another email in asking us those questions. So
Yeah.
Mindy brought up the idea that I should probably go on Facebook and just address it and let you know. You don't have to worry. Your orders will be there in a day or 2. If you've ever had to wait a week for an order, then call in and find out what happened to it
Yep.
because something's wrong. So, okay, you guys go back to
Absolutely. Thanks, sir.
run the show. We'll see you later.
Appreciate
Since we
it.
had one distraction, I've got another one real quick.
Okay. Oh, we actually pulled this out last week, and
Oh.
this is the second week
see?
of the stand
Oh,
sprays
how about I put it in front of the bottles.
and the Never Rust. As you can see, it is still there, still holding tight to the metal.
It sticks way better to the metal than it does the cardboard I gave you the first time.
Well, and then actually, it's still, you can actually still see that it's still a grease. It's not hard or anything. So if you were to touch it, you're gonna. I know. Me and Kyle, I told Kyle not to touch it last week, and he touched it anyway. So I was like, man. And then he's like sitting here like rubbing it on the table. I'm like Kyle, like don't be rubbing it on the table. Skylar and April Brown said, "Is the stiction eliminator to be ran in every oil change just as a lesser dose?"
Trick question, huh?
That is a trick question because there is some people that actually do run the
Correct.
stiction eliminator every
Before FR3, that was our two-step method.
right. But now since we do have FR3, you do not have to run stiction eliminator every oil change. Every third oil change is sufficient enough to run half a dose of what you would for the maintenance, so 2 ounces per quart.
What? You lost me. One more time.
So the stiction eliminator,
Right.
so the first time, 4 ounces per quart
Yes.
as a maintenance dose. But then every third oil change, you do 2 ounces per quart of stiction eliminator, and that's it. You don't use FR3 in between.
You got me all confused. See, it's a big story.
Oh, great. Yeah, let's hear this big story. Come on. We got time.
There's different scenarios. If you're using someone else's oil,
Oh, okay, yeah.
let's start with there. Then it's 4 ounces per quart, initial clean out. You can do the half dose between of stiction, the 2 ounces, and then back to the 4 ounces. Or instead of the 2 ounces, you can use the FR3. Since we invented that, that's the way we've kind of shifted. But there's still folks that
Yeah.
do 100% stiction. If you're using our oils, then it's the half the maintenance dose on top of the FR3.
Yeah, and when people use our oils, I will tell them, hey, if you use stiction, do every third or fourth oil change. Sometimes people will say, well, they'll go maybe once a year with stiction eliminator, which with having the oil with FR3 in it, you probably want to do it twice, maybe a year.
You can get me in trouble.
Okay, I won't get you in trouble. Move on.
With Huey injectors, definitely use it.
Yeah.
Definitely. Don't mess around. I've seen a few vehicles torn apart, like 852,000 miles,
Right.
that have just used stiction every once in a while, and holy smokes, it's clean.
Yeah. Yeah,
How?
it's
So and then they didn't follow the regiment. They just did it every so often, every
Right.
couple of years. But
right. Yeah. Go ahead. I don't want to get you in
No,
trouble, so I'm
that's
trying
it.
to
No, I
I'm
was
trying to
just-
make sure I cut you off before you get in
yeah,
trouble.
well, I'm already in trouble. So. Chris came out.
Tim actually
You
said
couldn't
he
see the
can't-
look when he was off camera, did you?
He didn't give you no look at all.
Everyone's.
I don't know.
Like, oh, he
I
came
don't know
in
if
with a
anybody
smile.
could say they have a better boss than we have. So I don't believe that he would give you a look like that. Tim said I can't. Tim actually said he can't find it anywhere. So there is, Tim. If there's an AutoZone or something around you that's supposed to be carrying it, that you should, or you think that should carry it, or it does show it on our website, let us know, because then we get with our retail manager and he calls the store and they get it taken care of. So definitely let us know if anybody is close to you that it carries it, that or anybody
Yeah.
that you want to carry it, let us know also, and we'll give them a call. Even like little diesel shops and stuff that you may deal with, or gas automotive repair shops, whatever you want to do, give us a
Yeah,
call, let us know.
Few
We'll give them a call.
automotive repair shops as dealers. As
We
well.
do.
It's-
We do. A lot of them, because even some of the guys that are, well, now that we have Gasoline Extreme, more of those automotive repair shops are coming on, just because they might do like 80% gas and 20% diesel, or even less diesel. But now the Gasoline Extreme and Stiction Eliminator and FR3 all can be used in the gas engine. They love it. So, yeah. Brent said the Skylar and April Brown, every third change, as I recall, at lesser dose. Okay, yep, you're good. Troy Michael, can't y'all give me more information on the transmission additive you have? TSE.
Or is it going to have a new name? Maybe that's what's going to be released.
Ooh.
Maybe that's what's going to be.
Oh!
I just
Oh, you weren't supposed to say it.
did I just ruin our surprise?
He's like, oh man, did I just blow it? TSE. Transmission Stiction Eliminator. Wink, wink. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's he wants a little bit more about what it does. So transmission Stiction Eliminator can be added to your current transmission fluid, or
Correct.
if you do a flush and you put in, you'll still lessen the amount of fluid to put in the transmission Stiction Eliminator, just like every product we have except for the fuel additives. You will actually lower the amount of oil or the fluid that you put in to be able to compensate for having the TSE in it.
Right.
The TSE,
So everything's at the OEM spec.
we do not want you overfilling anything like that, because if you
No.
start having issues, then it's come back on us. You never told me. Well, this is us telling you, please. Just make sure you have enough room. So if you have a 20
If they
quart
only would have
capacity,
watched episode 80, they'd have been fine.
yeah, if you have a 20 quart capacity, make sure you put only 19 quarts of fluid in and put the 1 quart of TSE in. And with that, what it will actually do is it actually doesn't just break off all of the old fluid that's around clutches and everything. It doesn't do that, correct?
Correct.
It will slowly begin to move its way towards the metals so that it can break up the old fluid and get it back in the liquid solution.
The biggest advantage is the valve body, shifting issues,
Right.
because those valves get stuck with stiction.
Yeah,
We need a theme song for stiction.
we do.
A little jingle.
Just not made for 6 O's and 7 3s.
Something.
Hey, we'll figure something out. We need to do it. But
Bring the ukulele in here.
ukulele.
Right.
Hey, I'm game. Electric
All right.
guitar, drums. Let's do it.
Might
But-
as well. We're starting the band.
So, if there's any other questions you have about the TSC, let us know. It is Group 5 esters, correct? There's not.
It's our only additive that's not an additive.
That's not an additive. It's
do you think of
Group
that?
5 esters.
That's
Terry
Kyle's
Howard
favorite
said,
one.
"I work for O'Reilly, and that's what turned me on to y'all's product." Awesome, Terry. That's
Did
awesome.
he go to the O'Reilly show?
Yeah, Terry. Did you go to the O'Reilly show whenever they were there and you heard about us, or was it just you seen our product on the shelf and decided to try it? Let us know. We definitely love hearing about that stuff. James Bruce says, "Big boss putting the smack down on the coronavirus." Absolutely. It's crazy. We've had people ask if Matt's was canceled. We've had people ask if it's going to delay anything that we do. Our products are made in the United States
delay
of America.
R&D.
Yeah, it's going to delay R&D. No, we're taking the proper precautions. We know, and most of you guys know, it's the flu, but it's kind of been overhyped, and I think that people are panicking, and they shouldn't be. Just live your life. Don't take any more toilet paper, please. I'm sick of it. Steve Schwanger's watching. Steve, good to see ya. Terry Howard says, "Over the last 2 years, I've been selling it like hotcakes. My hub store even had to up our inventory to supply 22 other stores." Wow. Yeah, that's pretty big. So Skylar and April Brown says, "I have had conflicting opinions on running the Stiction and a Duramax. They say that there's no benefit, but I feel very different, but wanted to know how the horse's mouth, know from the horse's mouth, so to speak." Well, like we've said before, the Stiction Eliminator is not only for the 7.3s and 6.0s. We actually do have testing on 6.7 Cummins as well, white papers. And with the 6.6 Duramaxes, every single engine, like you know, has pistons and rings, and they're constantly. I'm not doing the Kyle.
No,
Kyle
not
hand.
rotary engines do not.
Well, rotary engines do not.
Yes.
But
Okay, anyway, continue.
and whenever the old oil deposits turn into carbon and they start gumming up all the rings and everything, you're going to lose compression. So your engine's going to have to work harder. What the Stiction Eliminator does is it goes in and it starts to dissolve all that old deposits around there, so that way the compression can be improved, help with miles per gallon, help with
And the
fuel
big
efficiency.
one is turbo bearings.
Turbo bearings is huge.
So
if you start
you'll
hearing
clean
a-
that out, it spools up quicker again. You're back
Right.
to the olden days of whistles and
Yeah,
good time.
well, and if you're in tune with your truck, which I'm sure he is, you can actually tell when something's not working right. I mean, I could go out to my truck and fire it up right now, and I know something's wrong with it, and I can't figure it out. So
It's cylinder number 5.
it's not cylinder number 5. I think it's a
can't hear
distributor,
it?
but no, it's something
telling
crazy.
you.
But yeah, Stiction Eliminator. All vehicles can use Stiction Eliminator because oil is being heated up and cooled down, so there is going to leave deposits laying around.
Just laying around.
Yeah, laying around, caked on the inside of the walls of the engine. Terry Howard, Skyler, Brent says, "Switch to your green diamond oil last change. Still do the maintenance SE dose? Question mark.
Every trick question. Every third
oil change. You're good to
do
go.
do the maintenance dose on top of our oil.
Yeah.
But skip the maintenance dose.
Every third oil
The
change.
normal ones. Yeah.
So-
the second, third, fourth.
Okay.
forever.
Yep, that makes sense. And Cowboy Thor says, spray and stay is still hanging in the same place with no rust under the sprayed area, and the Never Rust lube is doing well for a spray that does show a little rust coming through, but it has been for 5+ weeks of saltwater spray and cold snow and warm gray rain from the coal and nuke plant. Okay. Okay, and if you guys didn't see the video last week when we were live, Cowboy Thor or James Bruce did send in a picture for us all to see.
So what? Since I missed it, what was that a picture of?
He has like a big metal sheet that he put the stay and spray and then the Never Rust on. And he shows, like, you can see where the rain and everything had hit the metal, right. And it was all rust. It was starting to rust up. Well, where that Never Rust was, it didn't even break it. So
nice.
And then he said, like, he put it in salt water and everything, which right there, he's got it pulled up for you so you can see it. See how beautiful that looks? If only I could have got that on my truck before it started rusting. Thank you, Ohio Salt. But anyways, if you guys are down in Florida...
So it's not a tire.
It's not a tire. No, it's definitely not a tire. If you guys are down in Florida...
Put that on a tire.
Yeah, don't put that on a tire.
So, just so he knows, I'm going to rat everybody out. Like, well, Kyle's like, what is that, a tire? Why is he spraying it on a tire?
Oh, jeez.
First he's out of control, and now he's really out of control by spraying it on a tire.
Oh, man. So
when Kyle's on next time,
well, Kyle,
give him a hard time.
Kyle's going to be going live from ODSS.
Oh, yeah,
so
get on
guys,
him
get on him. There's that crazy man. Oh, gosh. Bruce, I love you, man, but if he's going to put that in his beard, no doubt. But Dan Zelton says, Never Rust works great on my plow to keep the snow from sticking. Dan is from Wisconsin. Dan's Service Center. Big shout out there. They've been pushing our products a lot, and I mean, just to see how he's actually one of the dealers that when I first started and we went out to Arizona at NHRDA, he's one of the first dealers I actually signed up, and to watch his company grow with our products, it's been amazing. So whenever he talks about the Never Rust and the stay and spray and stuff like that, kind of take note because he tests products. He has a great story. I told Kyle last week, we were talking with Chris Mancini, and he said about his engine, the upper part of it, because of the high zinc in our racing oil, it didn't destroy it whenever his engine went up, as I would say. But Dan actually will tell you a story where our Black Diamond racing, well, he used his racing oil. It actually, he was making passes on the truck, and it probably shouldn't have been making passes, but our oil kept everything from breaking up. So definitely a great story. Hopefully we can get him on a show sooner or later and talk to him about it.
Maybe we should go out there.
Maybe we should.
We should go somewhere different every week.
Hey, he's got a side by side now. I mean, I'm sure he's got some killer trails we could hit too. James Bruce says, Magical Unicorn Beard Oil. James Bruce. It's going to be the death of me. I'm just kidding. Okay, anyways, guys, so we're going to pick a winner of the Diesel Extreme and the Matt's tickets. Let me pull it up here. I know you wrote it down here.
How about that?
Oh,
Since
man.
you can't get it.
You did.
How about
so
that?
since Tim Block, since you said you couldn't get it in eastern Iowa, we're going to give you some
Oklahoma.
Diesel. Huh?
Oklahoma.
No, he's
What?
Eastern Iowa, goofball.
Dude, I wrote down Eastern Oklahoma.
So,
Good thing I'm not in charge of retail. I would have been calling the
good
wrong
thing.
people.
Yeah, Eastern Oklahoma is definitely not what he said.
Wow.
Tim Block, you are the winner. Go ahead and message us on Facebook so we can get you out your Diesel Extreme. If you want some Matt's tickets, I don't know if you want to come on over here. We got some Matt's tickets we can give you as well. Also, we got another question here before.
I know
He
the
said,
answer to this one.
hello from Arizona. Will DE, Diesel Extreme, ever be infused with LX4 like the EDT? Love all your products.
312. What are we gonna?
312. What are we gonna do today?
What's gonna happen?
So Kyle said he's gonna be live here in a little bit, but
we don't have.
Go ahead.
I honestly don't have an answer.
Don't have an answer.
We talk about it at least twice a day, and
yeah. So we'll see what we're gonna do, but you'll definitely know.
We're undecided.
David Robinson, hey guys, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. David, great. I'm glad you said that because to end the show, I want to let everybody know, if you are down in Holt, Florida, Emerald Coast Raceway, they are doing the Outlaw Diesel Super Series Suncoast Spring Shakedown from March 13th to the 14th this weekend. So tomorrow, get there as Levi's pulling up the post again of the main thing that's going to be taking place that everybody's been going crazy about what's going on. You're going to find out. And I got a feeling some records are going to be broken this weekend. Just a hinge. But, or just a hunch, whatever they want to say.
What did you just...
If you're Florida, go check out the ODSS races. You guys will not be disappointed at all. Some of the fastest diesels around. Some of these guys, they ain't no joke. But they will be out there. If you guys are close to Virginia Motorsports Park, go and check out the Hot Shot Secret St. Patrick's Classic Loose Rocker Big Money Bracket Race.
Big money.
If you guys want to. Hey guys, we are going to go head out.
Is that why you had to pick Big Country? Because Big Money was already taken by this Loose Rocker race?
I'm not Big Money. I don't. Yeah, I'm definitely not Big Money. Sometimes I wonder how I got Big Country too, but I do know how I got that. But we won't talk about that. So, anyways, gosh, leave it to you guys.
Well, somebody's got to be that guy.
Anyways, we are going to head out. Kyle will be on shortly to give you guys a live update from the ODSS at Emerald Coast Raceway. Guys, have a great day. Stay safe. Big Country out.
I'm out too. I don't have a name.